And welcome back to another episode of Monday Evening Quarterback. Christian Simpson here, as always. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Talked about everything that caught my eye in college, the first half of the show. It's Monday, November 24th. I got it wrong earlier, so I'm correcting myself. About to discuss what caught my eye in a highly entertaining week of NFL action, but there's a twist with this portion today. I actually have a special somebody on. He's gonna be my co-host the remainder of the year because that's what we do at Monday Evening Quarterback. Man, I met this guy in 2020 and we have become extremely close. Damn near talk to him every day, every other day. He calls me literally 3 or 4 times every Sunday, depending on what's going on in the sport. When I'm watching the NFL or college football, I contribute for a show he hosts on Prime Sports World, The Prime. I got the man, the myth, the legend, TJ Hopkins on the line. TJ, introduce yourself. Oh, you ain't hard to find.
I ain't hard to find.
He ain't hard to find.
Ain't hard to find. Y'all know what it is over here. Hey, we bear down on three. 1, 2, 3 bears. Good, better, best. Never let the rest until your good gets better and your better gets best. God damn it. That was one take, y'all. That was one take. That was not rehearsed.
Yo, I'm actually impressed with that, but okay. So
That was not rehearsed.
the NFL Week 12, it started in Houston the other day. On Thursday, Buffalo Bills, Houston Texans. Buffalo bounced back nicely against Tampa Bay in Week 11. And I just want to say this. Now, Houston did win this game 23-19. This was not because of the Bills' defense. The Bills' defense actually played their best.
That is part.
It was the offense. And here's my thing: when we gonna hold Josh Allen accountable?
Oh, come on.
Like seriously, when we gonna hold Josh Allen accountable? Because
I know a certain quarterback in Baltimore had he put that performance up.
we'd be hearing about it until the end of the year, going into the off season.
I know a certain quarterback in Chicago, if he put that performance up. I know a certain quarterback in Detroit, if he put that performance up.
I know a quarterback in Los Angeles who's actually having the best season of his career, and I'm not talking Justin. But looking at this game, Josh Allen was absolutely horrible. 24-34, 253 yards passing, and 2 interceptions. They let James Cook, 17 carries, $116, and he ran for a touchdown. Khalil Shakir did what Khalil Shakir does. I do want to say this, and it's not me defending Josh Allen, but honestly, TJ, who scares you on this Buffalo receiving core? Keon Coleman was a healthy scratch again.
He got to grow up.
He has to grow up. You remember, you and I talk, and I remember telling you that Buffalo should have tried to make a move for Terry McLaurin before the Commanders decided to sign him to that extension, or go and acquire Chris Olave from New Orleans.
It's reported that they tried to get Jalen Waddle. It was dead. It was killed because I think Buffalo was offering a first next year. The Buffalo's offering a first in 27 in the 27 NFL draft, and the Dolphins wanted next year's first. They wanted the 26th NFL draft first round pick. And they didn't. I'm pretty sure some more stuff is going to come along with that. But for the most part, that first round pick detail is what hemmed it up. And if you're the Miami Dolphins, you got to look at it like this: what's the goddamn difference? Like it's a first round pick 2 years out versus a first round pick next year. Who cares? It's still a first round pick. It's not going to be a high first round pick anyway. So what difference does it really make when you get that first round pick? Maybe that's why I'm not a GM, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it how I'm looking at it.
Right.
But to me, a first round pick is a first round pick.
Yeah, most definitely. Because look, Buffalo made it work last year, which I kept telling people, like, it's a different offense now without Stephon Diggs. But now there's more tape on the Buffalo offense. And we talk about it all the time on the Prime. What's the Bills' identity? They have Josh Allen, and they think he's just going to play Superman every single time. But I want to say something about the Houston Texans. Can you just imagine if their offense matched the intensity of their defense? I think they'd be in a much better position now than what they're in.
I mean, they may not want to admit it because they're not going to admit it. It might be a little QB controversy down there in Houston because while CJ Stroud he had a phenomenal rookie year,
and he's regressed since that rookie year.
And he has regressed since that rookie year. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Like like I said, I'm new here. I'm new to the Daily Blitz.
Yeah.
I got a saying. I got a lot of sayings, but this one reigns supreme. And it's real simple. It's 3 words. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again. D-I-A. Do what? D-I-A.
Do it again. Anybody can. So it really started. It really started. Maybe I want to say it started in 2020 when I think it was our friend and colleague Israel Rivera. He was trying to put Darren Waller as a top 10 tight end at the time, and I'm all like, off of one season.
Do it again.
Do it again.
You know, I could say the same. A lot of people were trying to put Jayden Daniels in the top 5 quarterback category. Like, yo, and what's Jayden done this year? He's been out more than he's been in.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFC already. How? Because he went to the NFC Championship. Okay, now do it again.
And what's he done? He ain't done nothing.
He beat the hell right now, but like that happens. But nonetheless, do it again, my boy.
Yeah.
You got to do it again.
That's all I'm saying.
Like, you want to be...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah. I mean, that's what it is, and that's the thing. You know, I don't really care for in-the-moment sports fans like that. You know what I'm saying?
They are...
the worst.
They are the absolute worst. They are...
the worst. Like,
I don't know who worse, like in-the-moment sports fans or bandwagon sports fans.
I think both, if we're being real. Because, like, you never followed that team until maybe your favorite player got there or anything like that. Like, I can't tell you how many times I saw that with Tom Brady and he went to Tampa. And everybody want to say now they're a Bucs fan. Like, nah. You weren't a Bucs fan when they had Jameis Winston. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Seriously. But yeah, man, Buffalo, this is a setback for them because they're looking up to the New England Patriots in the AFC East, and that's where we're going to start for yesterday's games. New England, Cincinnati. Now, our colleague at the Prime, Izzy, he did say that this was a trap game for the Patriots, and
it was
definitely one of those ones. It was definitely one of those ones. I mean, New England did escape with a 26-20 victory. And you know, I've been high on New England. We talked about this. Mike Vrabel was my coach of the year from the get-go. And Drake May, like, he's a wizard in the pocket. 22 of 35, 294 yards passing, a touchdown, an interception. New England ran the ball 31 times as a team for 107 yards. And Travion Henderson, 18 carries, 66 yards. Joe Flacco, he can still spin it. 19 of 37, 183 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And Cincinnati was doing this without Jamar Chase, who was serving a 1-game suspension for spitting in the face.
Hey, that's real. So before we even get to the game, I already gave his ass 3 games. 1 for, like, obviously, you know, 1 for spitting, 1 for lying about it, and then 1 for trying to appeal. Like, bruh, we saw it. You was an 8K.
Yeah.
And you was an 8K. We saw it. But nonetheless, they did it. They gave New England all they could handle.
Yeah, they definitely did. Nah, they definitely did. I mean, the Bengals are just so cursed, T. Like, seriously. Like, they are so...
It's bad.
I mean, look, if I were Joe Burrow, I'd be on the first flight the hell out of town. Seriously, because he deserves so much better. He deserves better. Jamar Chase deserves better. And I'll even throw T. Higgins in there. I think T deserves better as well.
We can already guess that Trey Hendrickson is probably
on his way out.
Not going to be wearing a Bengals uniform
next season.
It's this game, right? This game in particular, again, 26-20, that's one score. At one point in time, I mean, you had a 2-score lead early, it was 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time New England took the lead, and they never gave it back. It's I think that's the frustrating part about it.
Right.
Because when you look at their season as a whole, some of the games that they lost, it's like you lose by 6 today. You get demolished by the Vikings. You only managed 3 points against Denver. You lose to Detroit by 13.
Right.
You lose to Green Bay. You lose a game by your offense scores 38 points against
the Jets
just to give up 39. You score 42 against Chicago just to give up 47.
And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even come back if I were Joe Burrow. It's a lost season. You're 3-8. Like, what's the point? You're 3-8.
Your season's over, and like Thanksgiving's here. Like your season's done.
Yeah.
But I hearken back to something he said. I think obviously this is after they go to the Super Bowl and they lose it, and he's doing his off-season stuff, and he's like, he was asked about the Bengals Super Bowl window. He's like, as long as I'm playing, the window's open.
Who said that? Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow. So it's like, all right, you know what come with that, Joe?
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I've told you this off the microphone. Joe Burrow is the quarterback they label Lamar Jackson to be. You get what I mean by that?
Injury prone.
Injury prone. But last time I checked, word to Nipsey Hussle. Word to Nipsey. Last time that I checked, Lamar's actually played some seasons. He's completed more seasons than Joe Burrow has. Let's call a spade, TJ.
Talk to him.
I'm just saying. Let's call a spade a damn spade. Seriously.
Okay.
But yeah, New England is 10-2. Here's the thing. I expected the Patriots to look better this year, but I didn't expect them to be potentially...
I didn't expect them to be 10-2.
10-2 good. Like, man. And I'll say this, too. I remember I said this in my preview of theirs when I previewed their game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a modern-day Belichick type of team. They're still handling business. Everyone's doing their job. Mike Vrabel, he has instituted his philosophy and his brand, and the players have bought into it. I mean, you know, they play hard for him. They play well. They leave it all on the field. I've seen more effort from New England this season alone, including that game yesterday, than anything I saw under the last couple of years with Bill Belichick.
It makes me wonder. Like again, I just can't help but think about the short leash that Gerard Mayo got and how that all went down.
But then again, did they give Gerard Mayo the weapons that Drake May has now under Mike Vrabel?
The answer is no.
They didn't.
It's like they made Gerard Mayo the head coach because it was some weird stipulation in his contract. Like it was almost like they didn't want to do it, they had to do it, type shit.
Yeah.
And nonetheless, 26-20, 10-2. Right now, all things go through Foxborough, right?
Yeah, the road to the playoffs in the AFC will travel through Foxborough right now. And, before we make another detour to another AFC team, TJ, we going to go to your neck of the woods.
Yes, sir.
We going to Shaw City. The Bears. The Chicago Bears are 8-3, and there have been many times, y'all, when TJ has called me just to vent about the Bears, whether he's been a phone caller on Monday Evening Quarterback, or he's just calling me just to talk. TJ, I'm gonna let you have the floor with this one. Say what's on your mind. Your team is 8-3, man.
8-3, and it is the most stressful 8-3 I've ever been a part of in my life. To be fair, this is a defense that I don't think has been healthy at any point this season. Have not been healthy at all. You going into this game, you're down your entire starting linebacking core. Then your backup gets hurt. So four key contributors to the defense are hurt going into the game. Jalen Johnson's already been out most of the season. Kyler Gordon has been out most of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So DB1 today was Deshaun Wright and Tyreek Stevenson, and you lose Tyreek Stevenson in the game. So he's hurt. Ruben Hippolyte gets his first start. He gets hurt. You're signing, like, the guys you called up today from the practice squad, they cramping up because they're just not used to this workload. Like one of the guys had 14 tackles today. He don't play.
Right. I mean, look, I'll say this. That was a gritty win for the Bears yesterday. Look, Caleb Williams, let's look at Caleb Williams' stat line. 19-35, 239 yards passing, and 3 touchdown passes with no interceptions. Now, when he was sacked, I'm putting that all on him because he just throw the ball away in those situations, especially when that grown man, TJ Watt, is coming your way. And shout out to TJ Watt. He surpassed his brother for the most sacks in NFL history. And JJ was actually on the call for that game yesterday in Chicago. I honestly don't think this would have been a different game if Aaron Rodgers did play. Seriously, because I'll say this. I truthfully think that the Steelers' offense is exactly the same as what it was last year. Only difference is Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback.
Yeah, I can't necessarily say that because some of them deep balls that Mason Rudolph missed today, Aaron completes those.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, Mason Rudolph's stat line, it's not eye-popping, but 24.
But it's very misleading.
Yeah.
So you looking at look up his stat line real quick.
20. I have it right here. 24 of 31, 171 yards passing, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, and he was sacked twice.
A lot of that 24 and 31, that you might, if you didn't watch the game, you're looking at that like, hey, that's good. No, that was a lot of dink and dunk, screen passes, 4-5 yard passes, easy completions, stuff like that. And I think at one point in time he throws under 10 yards, he was 14 of 14. Throws 10 yards or more, he was 1 of 4, 1 of 5. So as long as they stay
ahead of the sticks, giving him easy completions, he was fine. But if he had to throw that thing deep, it wasn't working out for him. And it had to be done today. Like, hey, it was like 3rd and 8. They needed 10 to keep the drive going. Ball got deflected. Game, set, match.
The one thing I will say, the Steelers as a team, they actually ran the ball pretty well. And TJ, how many times have I called out the Steelers for their lack of a running game these last few years? As a team, they ran the ball 36 times for 186 yards.
And again, like some of the run plays, I'm chopping it up to a banged up Bears defense, because if that's Tremaine Edmonds, a 6-yard run is probably a 3-yard run.
Yeah.
A 7-yard run is probably a 3 or 4-yard run. So it's, I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, the Bears are doing what they have to do,
right,
to win these games. And Ben Johnson has said it more than once in his post-game speeches to the locker room.
Yeah, give him that snippet, TJ. Say.
You never apologize for a win in this league.
Right.
We 8-3, and this the part that killed me, bruh. We on Twitter, and it's fans of other teams and fans of rival teams talking crazy to Bears fans, like, bro, we can't enjoy being good for a minute?
Yeah, because it's been a while. Like, it really has. And look, I lived out there. I know just how passionate that this fan base really is about that team. I mean, they have been there through the good, through the bad, through the ugly, and this has been a flash of what they've been wanting to see these last couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
I hearken it to, obviously, and it's a big leap to go from where I'm going. In 2015, the Chicago Cubs made it all the way to the NLCS.
They did. I remember that.
They were not supposed to make it.
That's when they got swept by the New York Mets, right?
They were.
Yeah.
Did they get swept?
Yeah, they got swept by the Mets.
But the point is, like, they were not supposed to make it to the NLCS. They were a year ahead of schedule.
Yeah, they were.
But that also put that much more pressure on 2016.
And look at what happened.
Now, I'm not saying the Bears are going to go, whatever happens this year, happens this year. They're already 8-3. They have probably already surpassed anybody's expectations of what they had for them this season. Right, so I'm willing to buy. So you went 5-12 last year. You lost 10 straight. I'm willing to bet anybody's expectation for the Bears was anywhere from 7-10 to 9-8.
I'll admit to you, I had them winning 7 games this year. Which
I'm a fan, and I had them winning 7. I think on the high end, I gave 8-9. And I was kicking it with my uncle at his crib, little summer kickback and shit. Mm-hmm. And he like, man, what the Bears gonna do? I'm like, I think we missed the playoffs by a game. Now this is the summertime. This is before we play. This is before anybody played any kind of football. Hell, I even think this was before the draft. This might have been like before the draft, and so on and so forth. And for us to be going into Thanksgiving already at 8-3.
Yeah. I mean,
take it, man.
Yeah, I would take it too.
I'll take it. You can't tell me shit. Like, I don't want to hear shit about us being lucky. Like I said, our defense been beat to hell all season, and we 8-3.
I would take it too.
ScoMo, you don't like it? ScoMo points than us.
I don't. Yeah. Now I
don't know what to tell you.
Now, before we wrap up these final 2 games and what caught our eye, we gonna go to Detroit. New York Giants, Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Jameis Winston, he gave them the spark that they needed. But Detroit, they needed this game after losing in not only them losing, but how they lost in Detroit last week. And I always say the Lions are a much better offense when Jahmyr Gibbs has it going. And Jahmyr ate yesterday. 15 carries, 219 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns. On the Giants side, Wan'Dale Robinson, have a day, young man. 9 receptions, 156 yards receiving, and 1 touchdown. Even Jameis Winston caught a receiving touchdown.
Hey, it was ugly too, bro.
It was
ugly in the way of you're a Super Bowl contender, and you letting Jameis Winston juke you out, break your tackle, and walk. He walked into the end.
Yeah, he really did. And for a second, it looked like the Giants were gonna run away with this. But how many times have we talked about this? The Giants can't hold the lead. They blew one in Chicago. They blew a big one in Denver. And, TJ, you were calling me. You were talking to me during this game. And I told you, look, this is over. This is the Giants. What can go wrong? Damn it, it will go wrong.
So it's funny that I'm talking about Cincinnati, like their season being over before Thanksgiving. That's like I think this is like the 9th time since the Giants last made the playoffs. This is like the 9th time that their season is over in November. Like since whatever, I can't remember what year that was. The last time they made the playoffs.
I mean, I think they're trending in the right direction because they're definitely
hey, it's there. The vision's there. You got Dart, you got Neighbors, you got a nice 2 tight end package.
You got Cam. You got Scatterboo.
Scatterboo at running back. Tyrone Tracy is a nice running back.
You just need a coach that can put it all together.
And defensively, the individual talent. I don't know if they sacked Brian. I don't know if they sacked Jared Goff today. I would have to look it up.
I can look it up right now. Let me see. They got to him 3 times. Yeah. So
they got to him 3 times. So at the time of the Bears game, going into the game, they had 21 sacks. Brian Burns had 11 of them. So you add 3 to that, that's 24. 24 sacks, and if Brian Burns had any sacks today, it's like the individual talent defensively is there for the Giants. It's just like you said, it's just a matter of getting a coach to put it all together. Who that coach is, I don't know. But if you're like Mike Kafka right now, Mike Kafka is having fun. He having fun because ain't no expectations. Like I'm probably not gonna get this job.
He's playing with house money.
He playing with the house of house money.
Yeah, he really is. But you're absolutely correct. But Detroit needed overtime to win this game. 34
to win this game, and you needed Jahmyr Gibbs to go insane. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said this point to you before.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like to me they've gotten away from the whole Sonic and Knuckles tandem. But I'm gonna also chop that up to maybe that just depends on who they're playing. Because if I'm like, if I got this nasty ass 2-headed monster at running back, I'm not giving just one of those dudes 5 carries for the whole game.
They're not. Look, I'm spreading it accordingly. One getting 15 carries, the other getting 15 carries.
Like that they had 20. They had 20 as a team, but I've seen instances where, I've seen too many instances like today. Like Jahmyr Gibbs is toting the rock way more than David Montgomery, and Jahmyr Gibbs he had 26 total touches, 15 carries. He had 11 catches.
Wow.
He had 3 total touchdowns. He caught 1, and then he ran 2 of them in. That 69-yard in OT was his way of saying, I'm sick of this shit. I'm ready to go home. he dead ass like him. That 69-yard in OT was 100% his version of saying this shit done took too long. This shouldn't have been this close. We should have won by 30.
Wow.
And I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, you know how it is. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. All right, TJ, we're going to wrap this thing up. The game of the day in Week 12 took place at Arrowhead. Indianapolis Colts, Kansas City Chiefs. Yours truly previewed this one. Shout out to Jay Electronica for the title inspiration, Exhibit C. If you had told me the Colts were going to enter this game with a far better record than Kansas City, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. But look what happened. The Colts came in with an 8-2 record. I just want to say this about Jonathan Taylor. He's having a phenomenal season. I still don't think he's going to get any love for MVP because look at how good of a year Saquon Barkley had last season for the Eagles. And he didn't even get a first place vote. That's disrespectful.
You know, once again, I'm new here.
Talk to him.
I'm new here, so I gotta share my views on the MVP on the new platform. Say I despise what the MVP award has turned into. I just I can't stand it. The MVP, the NFL MVP award has basically turned into
a quarterback award.
Like other skill players basically have to break an NFL record to even not even get a win to get a goddamn vote. And so we're doing. Saquon Barkley has the season he had last year, and we're doing our podcast, and we're like, the only thing he's gonna win
is Offensive Player of the Year.
Is Offensive Player of the Year, and that's a shame. That's a crime. That's a crime and a half. And I'm looking at this thing, and they're doing it right now, bro. Like Jonathan Taylor is having, like you said, he's having a year, and they're talking Drake May for MVP? Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's only one quarterback I would put ahead of Jonathan Taylor, and that's Matthew Stafford. I think Stafford.
There was two, but he had a horrible game against the Rams.
Right.
And so I think I put it in our group chat, bro. Like, hey, my top MVP votes. Hey, Jonathan Taylor. And he ain't getting. And he had a horrible game, but motherfucker Sam Darnold is balling, bro.
Yeah, he really is.
I'll put all three of them dudes ahead of Drake May, and there's no shade to Drake May.
Nah, it's really not. But one thing I will say, about this game, Kansas City really bottled up Jonathan Taylor. They held him to 16 carries and 58 yards. As a team, the Colts only ran the ball for 74 yards.
Yeah, yeah. So real talk. Like with the Chiefs, so like with the another one of my phrases again. I'm new here.
Let them know.
Another one of my phrases. Somebody got to give a damn. Somebody got to give a damn. So like, if you the Chiefs, man, you walking into this motherfucker, you 5-5. You're out of the playoffs.
And they have the steepest of hills to climb because 4 of the teams who are ahead of them right now in the AFC playoff picture have all beaten Kansas City. That's Buffalo, Denver, Jacksonville, and the LA Chargers.
So like, what's crazy?
I listen. You can really kill me all you want. I'll listen to First Take at work.
Why would you do that?
It make the time go by.
I understand that.
they talking about what the Cowboys got to do to make the playoffs. Woo woo. The Cowboys they would have to go 6-1 over their last 7 games to even have a shot. If you're the Chiefs and you sitting there at 5-5, now 6-5 because you won today, do you not, like you said, like when you say it's an uphill battle, I don't think people understand just how uphill they gotta climb. I don't think they get that. They 6-5. They six. Like I don't think they get that. They won 23-20. Your prediction was 27-24, so you wasn't that far off.
Look, man, I mean, this is what we do. But you want to know what impressed me, TJ, about Kansas City's performance? One, they climbed back into the game. Man, you've heard me say this about college teams. When you have a particular team down, you got to close the door on them. And they left that door a little slightly too cracked for the Chiefs. Kansas City ran the football. Kareem Hunt, 30 carries, 104 yards. As a team, they ran the ball. They outrushed the Colts significantly.
And that's surprising considering. I also think that's why they're 5. Well, now 6-5.
Now 6-5.
They have not been able to run the ball.
I think they miss Isaiah Pacheco.
But even when he was there, Christian, they weren't running the ball all that particularly well.
Right.
So I 100 and Andy Reid's too smart. He's too smart of a coach
to not run the ball.
To not figure that out. This is also a man in his infinite years of coaching. Coming out of the bye week, he's had 4 or 5 losses coming out of the bye over the course of his entire career. That's insane. I don't think that's ever been done. I need to look up what Bill Belichick's record is coming out the bye, because if Andy Reid only got 4 or 5 losses,
you can only imagine what Bill's was.
And looking into, like, if you're Kansas City, you pretty much just got to take this thing, one week at a time, one game at a time, and pray to the Lord above that you get some kind of help, that somebody stumbles along the way.
Yeah.
And let you in here.
And some other stat lines, like Patrick Mahomes, 29 of 46, 352 yards, no touchdowns, and he threw a pick. Rashee Rice, he means a lot to this Kansas City offense. 8 receptions, 141 yards. Average damn near 18 yards per catch. This is a big win for Kansas City. To me, they saved their season, because if they had lost this one, sports media this upcoming week would be absolutely on fire. It'd be chaotic. Mad chaotic right now if Kansas City lost this game, but they didn't.
Another topic on First Take. Like, who needs to win this week? Like, I think it was Kansas City, it was Pittsburgh, and it was Baltimore. It was like, hey, who needs to win? Who needs to win more this week? And what surprises me in all of that, no one ever says all of them.
Yeah.
They all need to win. It's like, the Steelers need to win because of this. The Ravens need to win because of this. The Chiefs need to win because of this. No, they all need to win. They all need to win.
I agree. I definitely agree. I will say this, though. It's starting to heat up. We're about to wrap this thing up. But before we get out of here, rookie. That's what I got to call you now, TJ. Rookie. And I mean that respectfully, too.
Respectfully.
Yeah. We got a Monday night game tonight.
We do.
Carolina, San Francisco. To me, this is one of those games where you could flip a coin, and whoever wins, I don't think you'd be wrong. I do like San Francisco to win this game, but I think Carolina is going to make them earn this game.
Yeah, but like, it's crazy to me that, again, if you told me that we gonna get to week, what's this, week 12?
Week 12.
To week 12.
Yeah.
And the Bears and the Panthers have a shot at
getting into the playoffs.
Getting to the playoffs, winning their division. I'd have been like, man, ain't no, ain't no way in hell, ain't no way. But damn it, here we are. So if you're the Carolina Panthers come Monday night, well, the one thing you can't do, you can't get enthralled by the 49ers across the jersey. It's real easy
To get distracted.
to get distracted by who you're playing. Like, I saw that a lot during the Patriots' reign of terror. Like they were so focused on, damn man, that's Tom Brady. Just the Patriots. Like they were so focused on that. We see it with the Chiefs. We see it like now with the Eagles. Like, hey man, like they just so damn dominant. Like that's what you focus on versus, hey, they just another team. They another team like we do, like we are.
Right. But I'm gonna take San Francisco to win this game. And
Where's
I
the
think
game at?
it's in Cali.
Who's quarterbacking?
I think Brock is quarterbacking. I think Purdy is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Purdy
yeah,
is. Yeah.
I gotta go with the
Yeah.
Niners.
I gotta
Like, would
go.
I be surprised?
If Carolina won, I wouldn't.
I don't. Yeah, hey, the way shit going, nothing surprises me. Again, we watched the team put up 34 points in one quarter. I don't. That's I've never seen that.
No,
I've seen
nothing surprises us anymore.
nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Nothing surprises us. But with that being said, man, that has been today's episode of Monday Evening Quarterback. I hope you enjoy listening to this episode just as much as we have fun recording it. To keep up with us and now keep up with TJ. TJ, plug your socials, man.
I got so many socials. Yeah, I got a lot. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that one, G.
All right, cool. But just know he's on social media. Well, I'll just put it to you like that. Okay? Yeah, but if you're liking what you're hearing, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast on our YouTube channel. Keep up with us on the site, thedailyblitz.blog, enter your email address, and anything I post, it will get sent to your email address, to your inbox. Keep up with me on the other shows I contribute for. Mondays and Tuesdays, you can catch me on the Prime with this guy.
We
That's my new
support black
co-host.
businesses.
Yeah, exactly what he said.
So,
Catch us on the Prime every Monday and Tuesday with David R. Point, Israel Rivera, Matt James when he want to show up, and and TJ Hopkins. Wednesdays, you can catch me on The Betting Window on the Nerdport Network with Ronnie Kumpf, John Danzo, Ryan Shaw. Thursdays, you can catch me on Snowman in the Morning with my main man, Brian Snow. And Fridays, you can catch me on College Football Showdown on the Prime with Israel Rivera and Matt James. It's rivalry week in college football. You already know what I'm previewing. The game. I cannot wait to give my thoughts on that. And as always, would I be me if I didn't end the show with some shout outs? Huge shout out to my amazing family, my mom, my incredible sister Taylor, my son, better known as my dog, and TJ's adopted nephew, Siebes, my other siblings, in this instance now, TJ, Sean, Janice, Tanisha, Brandon, Daphne, my little adopted nephew, Aiden, some of my other closest people that I'm closest to, Robert Butler, Jason Tyree, Kimmel Fryer, Candace Carter, Corey Harris, Deshaun Elliott, Rob Carter, Mike Griffin, Velo, Alex Bennett, Coach, better known as Cole Johnson, our moderator D, and I know we got a lot to discuss. Kevin Cooper, his wife Lynn, and their incredible daughter Evelyn, who we all call Evie, and everyone I've contributed for, and everybody that I contribute for now. Thank you, and thank you. And TJ, I think we're gonna be the first to wish them a happy Thanksgiving. Now, before we get out of here, what's the first plate looking like, Playboy?
Oh no, I know spam, motherfucking macaroni, cheese, man, collard greens, yams, man. Maybe some deep fried turkey. I don't know, man.
Okay. I see you. I hear that. But nah, we want to be the first to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. We will be back here next Monday night, God willing. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Enjoy this episode of Monday Evening Quarterback. For TJ Hopkins, I'm Christian Simpson. We will see you back here next week.